Exactly as you asked. English, very strong, emotional hook, designed to hold viewers till the end. Every single line has exactly 4 words. Deep, intimate, heart-touching, long form. Please note, this is carefully structured, slow burn, and meant for high average watch duration. What I really love about you deeply is something rare, something beautifully quiet. You never post, you never perform for strangers watching. Your private sacred life. You don't chase random attention online. You don't beg for borrowed validation. You stay hidden in your own world like a secret. God trusted me. That silence speaks louder than noise. Your absence online feels powerful somehow. I scroll endlessly. Faces blur together. Everyone screaming, look. Nobody truly seen. But then there's this calm thought of you existing without proving anything. You don't advertise your happiness publicly. You don't package your pain aesthetically. You don't turn moments into content. You live them fully, completely, honestly. That alone tells me everything important about your values, about your heart. You protect yourself from hollow applause. You protect love from outside interference. You understand something most people forget. Not everything precious needs public witnesses. Some things survive only in shadows, only in whispers, only between souls. And somehow you learned that early, while others learned only after breaking. You don't perform your beauty online, which makes it feel even rarer. Your smile isn't for algorithms' approval. Your laughter isn't edited for strangers. Your life isn't a highlight reel. It's real breathing, messy human meaning. G-ful. That restraint shows inner strength. Quietly, the discipline to stay unseen willingly. People don't realize how loud restraint is, how powerful privacy actually becomes. You chose peace over cheap attention, depth over exposure, truth over performance. And that choice makes me respect you endlessly, deeply, without even trying. Because I know what you could post if wanted, and still you don't. That tells me you know your worth without needing mirrors made of likes. You don't measure your value digitally. You don't count hearts for confidence. Your confidence lives somewhere much deeper, in how you speak, in how you pause, in how you listen, more than talking, in how you feel, without broadcasting emotions. You understand intimacy isn't mass distributed. It's selective, sacred, and carefully protected. And maybe that's why I feel safe with you, even imagining you. Because you wouldn't expose us cheaply. You wouldn't trade love for attention. You wouldn't let strangers consume what was meant only for us. That kind of emotional maturity is dangerously attractive and deeply comforting. You don't post because you don't need to be seen to exist fully. You exist regardless of witness presence, and that's rare. In this era where people vanish without digital proof, where silence scares most insecure souls. But you're comfortable unseen, comfortable unvalidated, comfortable being real. That tells me you're not lonely, even alone sometimes. You're at peace, and peace is the loudest flex. In a world addicted to noise, I imagine moments you'll never upload. Soft laughter shared, eyes meeting quietly, hands touching gently, and cameras watching. No captions needed, no explanations required. Just us existing in unrecorded time, moments nobody can steal or judge. That privacy feels like a promise, like a vow, already being honored. Because if you protect your life this fiercely already, you'll protect love too. You won't leak arguments online. You won't seek validation during pain. You'll handle issues behind closed doors with honesty, patience, and mutual respect. And that matters more than romance, more than grand gestures, more than viral love. I don't want a public partner. I want a safe, emotionally mature soul. Someone who knows not everything shared needs external confirmation to be meaningful, and you already live that truth without announcing it, without preaching it. That's wisdom quietly, walking through life, unnoticed by crowds, but unforgettable once known. I notice you, even in silence, especially in silence, because silence reveals depth. Your quiet lifestyle isn't emptiness, it's fullness protected from unnecessary interference, and I love that. More than compliments, more than posts, more than declarations, because what you don't show online tells me everything about what you'll protect, and maybe someday, when it's right, you'll share something, and it will matter, because it will come from truth, not pressure, not loneliness, not trends. Until then, stay exactly as you are, unposted, unbothered, deeply beautifully real. If you want prose, crafted exactly under your rules, English only, extremely strong emotional pull, designed for 90% plus retention. Every single line equals exactly 4 words. Deeper, darker, more intimate. Part 2. Energy. Attachment intensifies. What I didn't tell you before is how deeply that silence heals. Your absence online feels like safety, like shelter from a screaming world, because everything now demands exposure constantly, every feeling documented, every moment displayed publicly, but you resist that invisible pressure to prove existence through digital noise. You choose stillness over constant validation, depth over distraction, meaning over metrics. That choice tells me you're intentional with your energy, with your heart. You don't let everyone access you. You don't bleed for entertainment purposes. You don't confuse attention with affection. You don't confuse views with value. And that wisdom is painfully attractive because it's rare and deeply earned. I imagine you watching the world without needing approval, without craving applause. You observe quietly, understand deeply, speak only when words truly matter. That restraint shows emotional intelligence, something no filter can ever fake. You don't announce your growth publicly. You don't showcase your healing journey. You just heal privately, patiently, honestly, without witnesses clapping, without comments praising. And that means when you love, you'll love silently, but fiercely, completely. You won't perform love for outsiders. You'll protect it like sacred ground. That kind of love isn't loud. It's loyal. It's consistent. It's real. You won't post during happy moments because happiness isn't meant for strangers. You won't post during heartbreak either because pain isn't public property. You understand boundaries in a world that rewards oversharing and punishes privacy. You understand mystery still holds power, still holds respect, still holds allure. People overshare to feel connected, but you stay connected internally. You don't seek external reassurance daily. You generate security from within yourself. That inner stability is what I crave more than romance, more than passion, because passion fades, but emotional safety builds something lasting, something unbreakable. You don't chase temporary highs online. You invest in long-term peace. You don't need strangers validating beauty because you already know who you are. That self-awareness is magnetic quietly. It pulls without effort, without advertisement. I feel drawn, not because you show, but because you don't, and that's powerful. Your life feels untouched by comparison, uninfected by trends, uncorrupted by applause. You move through this digital chaos like someone protected by deeper purpose. You don't measure life through screens. You measure it through lived moments, through real conversations, through eye contact, through presence fully, not half attention scrolling. And that makes me imagine a future where phones stay down and hearts stay open, where memories live in minds, not feeds, where laughter echoes, not stored digitally. You feel like someone from another time, when privacy mattered and love stayed sacred. That timeless energy is comforting somehow, like home remembered, without exact location. I trust you, without explanation, without proof screenshots, without online evidence, because someone who guards their life will guard a relationship with even more care. You won't invite outside opinions inside. You won't let noise poison intimacy. You'll choose communication over public sympathy, understanding over spectators, resolution over performance. And that maturity isn't taught easily. It's learned painfully or chosen wisely. I don't know which path shaped you, but I'm grateful it shaped you this way, because loving someone who values privacy feels like breathing. Without holding fear, it feels safe to exist imperfectly, without being displayed or misunderstood publicly. You won't turn arguments into stories. You won't weaponize vulnerability for attention. You'll sit quietly, talk honestly, fix gently, or walk respectfully. That alone tells me everything important about how you love, about how you leave. You don't post because you're present. You don't share because you're secure. And security is the rarest currency in emotionally loud, online addicted times. So when I say, I love that you never post, this is why. Because in your silence, I hear stability. In your privacy, I feel trust. And in your restraint, I see a future. Protected from noise, protected from strangers. If you want